Hey guys, today the patch notes or rather the developer notes dropped and they had some huge news. I think we can be very happy because I was a bit scared that we get a double nothing banner like Warner or Maxwell instead of any content, but it seems like they work very hard and I'm so happy to go through the developer notes with you guys. So first of all, I will not read the important part, but they are telling us that they are listening to the community and that there are some problems like disconnect and stuff, obvious stuff that the community is unhappy with, and they want to address everything, right? And it feels like because when you read it, you realize it's true. They do a lot of things. I will put it in the description below so you can so you can read it yourself. But there's actually, I think, for a game that is soon not even 2 weeks out, it's huge news, right? So first of all, they changed how mileage works, right? Now the mileage carries over and the recruitment chance increases. This is incredible good news because many people were unhappy with the current rates. It was 0.8% for the rate up banner unit, means when you had a 0.8% chance to get win and a 1.2% chance to get an off-rate 3-star, right? And they want to increase it. And like I said, the mileage will carry over. We don't get the star memory. Instead, we get the banner just carries over. The mileage just carries over, right? I'm checking again if I missed something. It will no longer disappear and carry over to the next drop rate up equipment. I'm not sure what they will do with the star memory now because maybe they even drop the system. I'm not sure. But this is, of course, huge news because now you don't have to feel bad if you overspend the mileage stuff. And if we can still up the mileage with the free summon every day and the permanent summons, then this will help a lot of people doing summons without thinking, right? You feel less punished for summoning on a banner. And you can still, if you really want a unit but you don't want to lose your guarantee, you can do it now. That's really great. The next thing is improvements to hero pieces. Yeah, they will change the chart system a bit. It will be a bit easier to get 6-star heroes, to transcend heroes from 5-star to 6-star. And I think the event will give some charts, but they want to do it overall easier. I will check it a second. Give me a moment. Sorry. Blah, blah. Yeah, upcoming event and content rewards will give charts, but this is not so interesting. It's good, but that's something we could have expected. The value of 6-star transcendence will be adjusted. And I think they said something, I'm not sure if it's later or so, they will change a bit in side stories something. They will find ways to make it easier for us to get shards. So transcending heroes will become easier. And now with the mileage stuff, it will become easier to, or it will, with the increased chance, it will easier to get dupes. So guys, summoning will become even better. I think it wasn't bad. It was not good, but it will become even better. So it's like they are listening. I did never expect them to actually listen to that. Like people were complaining about the weights and I will, no game does that. No developer I know changed the weights for the community, right? So that's actually super crazy. So also a new unit will, I think it's 6.7 update notice. So this is a new unit. I think her name is Eternal, yeah, and she's a fire mage unit. And they expect her enchanter, yeah, her subclass, whatever. And she deals debuffs in her case, it's defense, reduce defense and speed. And they think she will use in a lot of PvE content. So it will be a fire mage and it will be probably the first 3-star fire DPS, right? So keep that in mind. She will probably outperform Leisha and Iris for now. So finally, Fire got a 3-star DPS. Like every other class has already one. I mean, Light has Stella. Okay, Stella is not easy to get, but every other class has a DPS. And only Fire had 2-star DPS, but now we have a 3-star DPS too. Or did I forget someone? I don't think I forgot someone. Also, the next big thing, guild raids, right? We also get guild raids. So the guild is not just a nice picture. You do 2 missions and you're done. Now you have to work with your guild together to do some stuff and beat the bosses as efficient as possible. Yeah. It's 2 weeks. And yeah, you have to do some stuff preparation before you do the main bosses. And yeah, you're fighting against other guilds for rewards, of course. Yeah, Maxwell is in it, but I think there's probably more than Maxwell. We will see it because they said, okay, it's only Maxwell as a water element hero. Okay, but still, super cool. Guild is now very important and actually more content to do, you know? It's really good because a lot of us endgame players or who are very far in the game, we don't know what to do. We dump our stamina, we hope that the arena tickets are refreshed, and that's kind of it, right? So really, really good. Event dungeon, I think we get a new. The Reaper and the Gangster will be added. I'm not sure what it will give. There's a short story, okay, for Eternal. But, okay, the question is, what means an event dungeon? Does it mean a resource dungeon? It's not a resource dungeon, right? But it's still a dungeon. I hope it was, I thought first it was a resource dungeon, but if it's only an event dungeon, because I think we are still lacking a hammer dungeon, right? I mean, you can farm hammers, but yeah. Only efficient way to farm hammers right now is Glycis, is weapon or accessory dungeons, right? Because the Chimera gives only green hammers, and Glycis and the others give blue hammers. So this was all we get next week, guys. This is next week. This is in 5 days. We get all this stuff in 5 days. The mileage carries over. Weights increases. Hero chart system will be reworked. A new hero comes out, and guild raid, right? That's a lot for a game that's 2 weeks out. I mean, they had a lot of preparation thanks to soft launch, thanks to closed beta, but it's still, if you're new to Outerplane, you just started a few days ago, and they already bring so much stuff in. Really good job, right? And we got in between a stabilization of the servers, which resulted in an issue for some people, but still, I'm very happy about it. So what will they do after June 7? Right? There were a lot of things they say, because of time, they can't do it all at once, but that's not important. The thing is they are aware of the things. And if they keep the schedule like this and we get every 2 weeks major updates to quality of life, I will call it quality of life, then that's great. Hero growth change will be changed because currently it's like everyone goes Noah, Dolly, Theo, and who's the fourth one? Valentine. And you can beat the whole game with it, right? And people don't want to invest into other heroes because there are not enough resources. So they want to balance it out so that people can choose more heroes, right? Because currently, we have beaten the hard mode very fast, right? But we used a lot of support heroes. At least I did. Like, if I lacked a support healer, I took a healer. If I lacked a good DPS, I had the top 1 arena player from our server in Asia 1 and just took his Noah, right? It really, really helped. Yeah. Here's one thing. They increase the income of growth-related resources, gold, XP, and upgrade stones. And they say daily entry limit slightly increased. So it sounds to me like it's like +1. Every dungeon, you can run every dungeon 1 more. This is not huge, but it's like a 50% increase, right? If you are doing 2 gold dungeons now, you do 3. That's 50% more. So it makes a difference. And let's keep it going. Upgrade stones, yeah, you can have more entries for upgrade stones and for gifts. So even gift farming becomes easier, but I'm not doing it right now because I think gifts come in anyway. But for the people who want, if you really, really want the exclusive equipment, now it is easier, and they address that. Even though not many were complaining, but it feels like every guy who complained on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and so on, they are really listening to it. It's crazy. never happened to me before that people do that, right? No other game I had increased the weight for units on banners. Like maybe it happened, but not on the games I played. So imagine Genshin would say tomorrow, hey, tomorrow we raise the chance by 0.3%, right? Crazy. Hero resource recall. This is a feature I know from Higan that you can call a hero back and get the resource back. I think it's a very, very good thing because for me, for example, I have Kate. I'm not using Kate anymore because she's good, but she's too defensive. She's not speeding up the Chimera dungeon. I don't need her. And now I can give her back, right? It's not in the next week, but they will put it in. And I think it's very important for new players because you do a lot of mistakes as a new player, and this will fix it. And will improve the new player experience, which is very important for the growth of the game. Then slightly increase the availability of lower tier skill books. Yeah, green books. I had a big problems with green skill books, guys. Like I don't have the game on now because I came just down to my main computer for the notes, and I'm currently playing on my notebook in my bedroom. But skill books, the green skill books especially, they are not enough. They are not enough afterwards to really push a hero, right? I mean, red books are very important, blue books are very important, but the green books, they are actually a bottleneck. I think even more than the blue and red one, because you need the green ones to make a unit usable, right? To increase the S1 to 2 and increase the chain attack to 2, right? It's like basic. And this alone costs you on 3-star heroes 10 green skill books, right? So I think this is very, very important because, like I said, if you start to improve more units, the green skill books, you don't need red books to make a unit usable, but you need green skill books to make a unit usable. So we definitely need more. Very good job. Hero balance adjustments. So yeah, they say a bit of stuff of the balance of talismans and the balance of units, but they want to change. They already call it here. They want to buff Win and Alice. People will say Win is broken because some in Discord they will die on the hill that Win is broken. She's not broken. She is a very fair unit, and her strength is that she does a lot of area of effect damage. Right? She deals damage to all enemies. The problem with her is, of course, that she's currently completely outclassed by Noah, who deals basically more damage. Like her S3 deals maybe less damage. Okay, I'll give her that. Without charges, it deals less damage. But her S1 is so completely broken. Her S1 is like a basic attack plus Win S2, right? Of course, it's green, but it's green damage. But still, you see the difference. It's like you get an extra attack. And Win, they expected Win to be completely broken. It did not happen. I don't think that they need to increase the damage of Win because Noah's damage is way too broken. I think they need to give Win more than just being a damage dealer, right? Because she does nothing except for damage. She's good against all types of units because she has the advantage damage. But she has she's a DPS. She's a poor DPS. She's like Maxwell. And in this kind, she's like, she does it. She's either the best or she's just another DPS that's outclassed. And I wish they would give her something else than the DPS. Alice, the next one, yeah, Alice, no one understood the S2. The S2, if you read the S2, 70% chance to attack all enemies, but they don't explain what happens if the 70% not happen. No one's tested it, at least no one I asked. It's like, Alice is all over the place. They expected from Alice far more in PvP. It did not happen. Alice is not fast enough to get a turn, honestly, to deal something meaningful. And I'm not sure how they want to address Alice. I think if they increase her speed to be like Sigma, Valentine, and so on, she can become a good, but she doesn't have the debuffs, but she removes buffs. I'm not sure how they want to build Alice, change Alice. So let's see what they do. So the next thing, my voice already dropping. Certain months, yeah, okay, they want to make PvE even easier. They already nerf PvE and they are going to nerf PvE more. And the main reason, I think, is because we all had access to Valentine plus Noah, but we will lose Valentine, and Noah is not safe from a nerf, right? Because they say that if they nerf a unit, they give us the resources back for the unit, right? But so they keep the option. They keep the option to nerf Noah or to rework Noah. Let's say rework. And because of Valentine and Noah, the stage and Dolly and Theo. Yeah, Theo is really, really good. She's just good. And I mean, just good in terms of she does everything what you need. She does all you need, right? But Valentine, Dolly, and Noah, they were the combo that made every fight possible. They made every fight possible in adventure. But if you don't have the units, if you don't have Dolly for certain boss stages, the game is so much harder. Soft launch, I didn't play Noah, I didn't play Dolly, I didn't play Valentine. Soft launch was way harder for me than for other people because they played meta, because they rerolled for 3 days for Valentine, right? So keep that in mind. This is a really good thing. I think it's already easy, but we played meta. If you don't play meta, the game becomes more fair for people who don't want to play just the same heroes all others play. Yeah, side stories, like I said, will be changed. Yeah, it's a small thing, not interesting for me. And they say, blah, 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 we will communicate, blah, blah, blah. And we get 500 ATA, nice. So, yeah, this is actually a lot, right? They give us they give us the patch notes for next week, basically, not everything, but they say what will come, like Eternal, build rates, and the mileage change, right? Mileage change, Eternal coming in, charts change, chart system will be changed, and guild rates, right? This is already super huge. And an event will come. So we have a lot of stuff, guys. I have no words for this. I was in Discord the last 3 days. I was so grumpy. I was always like, I'm so scared. They will give us nothing. Next patch might suck. I was so scared, and I'm not scared anymore. I trust those guys. Okay, with that, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry. I get a new microphone, and it's already on the way. So I hope starting next week I can give you very good quality content. Have a good one, guys. See ya.